que nomás mira aquí arriba. Por favor. Throughout this course, I've learned many new concepts and noticed and experienced changes due to this class. I find myself being comfortable when the topic of public speaking assignment is brought up in class, and I feel more prepared while writing it. I now know what makes a good speech, and how to deliver a speech while keeping the audience's attention. And I now feel more comfortable giving speeches. Before this class, I felt nervous. I didn't talk clearly while giving speeches, and now I volunteer to go first in every single speech, every single time I had a speech in class. And I execute the speech in a confident tone and manner while having a loud and clear voice rather than a quiet, shaky voice. Something I really appreciated about this class was the level of interaction between students and the teacher. Even though the class was online, we had the chance to interact with each other, whether it be through discussion posts or while watching each other's speeches while giving feedback. And our teacher made sure to give feedback for every single assignment. He made sure to keep the class a positive environment with room for discussion and constructive criticism, and kept the class updated through his grading process. I think I can improve on the planning aspect of the class to make sure that I am most prepared. I can be, and my audience is able to attend no matter what comes up, and that I turn in assignments on time. I can improve on this issue by being more organized and having a schedule and a plan. For example, I could have the research process of the speech done by Monday and the writing process by Wednesday. Hopefully by doing this, I could be as prepared as I possibly can to deliver my speech. Something that I disliked was how long it took me to think of what to talk about, when instead I could use the time to actually write and memorize a speech. And sometimes the talker really doesn't matter as much as the content. One concept I found interesting was syllogism, which is a three-sentence argument composed of a major premise, a minor premise, and a conclusion. I also find it interesting that there's concepts for like everything, like a false analogy, which is where two things that do not have enough similarities are compared. And I just find that really specific. And then there's the ones that have a weird name. I don't necessarily have a favorite, but for example, I'm going to talk about a slippery slope. A slippery slope is a false cause that assumes that taking a first step will lead to subsequent events that cannot be prevented. For example, in Avengers Endgame, Infinity War, when Thanos gets the Time Stone, he then gets the Mind Stone, and after that he snaps, and half of the universe population disappears. All because Doctor Strange gave him the Mind Stone. That was going to happen. But if he didn't, things might have turned out differently. Thank you to Mr. Wayne Bell for being a great teacher and being interactive.